The next question, what are we going to do? 3. I'm getting a feeling for 3. 1, 2, 3. Richard, oh damn, he was going to make it here today. He's in Perth, different time frame. Now, Richard has a few questions as well. So here is a very interesting topic that's come up today, is how you ask your personal questions, how you ask the questions to the universe. So Richard actually said, am I going to have a financial breakthrough soon? And I must have said something back to him similar to what I said to Jonathan. I can't remember what it was now. However, he then said, alrighty then, I hear what you're saying, I'm listening to you, I'm picking up what you're putting down. And then he comes back with, how do I shift my vibe around cash flow? Oh, that's right, I must have said, you've got to change your vibe. I said, I don't want to tell you how to suck eggs, but matey potato, Richie dish, got to change your vibe. And he goes, well, how do I shift my vibe around cash flow? And then, when do I shift my vibe? Well, when, we don't need to read tarot to know that. You shift it as fast as you can, because we always want the goodness. We're going to take the, how do I shift my vibe around cash flow? Now, for those who watched the Cosmic Consulting class last night, we talked about love, loneliness, and relationships, and how we perceive our situation is very indicative of what we attract back. So if we're excited about meeting someone, then we're going to be in a good vibe energy. If we're feeling sad or lonely about not having someone, we're going to be in a low vibe energy. And therefore, the same goes for money. If you're feeling the lack, you're in more lack. You'll attract more of what you focus on. Whatever you give your attention to expands. And therefore, the opposite is true. If you get excited about being in abundance, free-flowing cash flow, really seeing your life as it ought to be, not feeling those angst, dealing with the emotions that come up when you are on the fine line and can't pay your rent or struggling with the basics in life. Really, it's easy for us to be in the moment of what is and not to foresee the future. Sadly, the moment that is was like last week's or last year's or last month's focus point. So today, you need to focus on what you want in the future, because the energy that's working with you at the moment is your future. What's manifested now, so last year. Okay, we'll answer his question anyway, which was, how do I change my vibe? Well, there's lots of ways you can do this, so we're going to tune into Richard. Safe and appropriate to do this. We're going to pull a card for Richard to help him to shift his vibe around money so that he's more in an abundance mindset with good vibe energy. He's high vibing. So there's many of you watching today that are going to benefit from this, right? Because this is going to be a tip for all of us. Okay, Richard. Okay, this is fantastic. We have the victory card. This guy has been celebrated for all that he is. He's been rewarded. He's appreciated. And the way I see this card for you, Richardish, is in fact to really celebrate yourself and all that you have achieved. In business, I know that you actually have achieved so many amazing things. You are a legend in your primary line of work, and you have other skills that are unraveling. Celebrate what you're great at. Focus on the passion you have behind your business. I personally absolutely relate to this. The way that my business evolves has nothing to do with money, yet it simultaneously makes me more money as I evolve. What do? I focus on what I love. I work in my passion every single day. I get excited about the creations I'm making. I really, really, really love what I do. I want to do. If I'm going to get frustrated, it's when someone takes me away from my work. A little bit like today, trying to do my notes, trying to write some amazing notes about this download I have last week or on the weekend. It was on the weekend actually. And then I've got plasterers turning up. I've got painters wanting to come around, and I'm like chatting to these tradesmen, just wanting to do my notes. So I have to, okay, this is good because I'm actually getting a new bathroom out of it. So we have to appreciate the positive in what it is. That means when you're in your business, or when you're in your work and you don't have enough money and you have some leeway in that, like there's not a structured wage, you have to remind yourself to follow your passion within what you do. Because when you're in that passion, you're high vibing, you're really radiating the essence from your soul. And then it's just easy to attract the good stuff back. But how do you know? Because the good stuff actually comes to you in ideas and inspiration and people you meet that day. If you feel good, you'll be in the right place at the right time. If you're feeling grumpy, shitty, frustrated, you're going to have your eyes down, your shoulders slumped, and be feeling like shit and miss everything. So this is probably great for Jonathan as well. Shoulders back, heart open, awareness. Open up your intuitive abilities. There's a thought. All right.